Hello and welcome to Cosmic Love Alchemy. Before I begin this reading, I want to remind you to like, hit subscribe, and if you'd like to book with me, I'll never reach out to you first. Okay? If you want to book with me, you need to follow the link that's in my bio on my YouTube and my TikTok. You're joining me today for my TGIF reading, and I feel love is in the air. But before we get started on pulling some cards, I see that we have a sun in Aries that is happening from March 20th until April 19th. It's the spring equinox, new beginnings and a surge of dynamic energy. It encourages taking initiative, embracing change, and pursuing personal growth goals. We also have Mercury retrograde in Pisces that's been happening March 15th through April 7th. Mercury is currently in retrograde, and it's associated with potential miscommunications and introspection, putting things under review. Reflect on personal beliefs, spiritual practices, manifestation, and encouraging deeper awareness of self and your intuition. And then there's also Venus in Aries, which that is for today, the 21st of March. It is infusing relationships with passion and spontaneity. This transit encourages bold expressions of affection and may lead to new romantic encounters or the revitalization of existing connections, which that was actually the energy that I was feeling before I even looked this up. So let's see what the cards have in store for my, and honestly, like, I want to say this is like a twin flame check-in. All right, Spirit. So this is through your eyes, the collective's eyes. Honeymoon phase, or you're attending somebody's wedding. Moving, change of residence, or moving in with your partner. Someone else is trying to sabotage this. Okay, so these third party cards can mean third party as in family, friends, work, but it also could mean that there is somebody else in the middle of the relationship, like other romantic interests. Cycles. But communication. So my collective, the right collective, will connect with the feelings already that there could be somebody else interfering in your connection and union with this person that you consider to be your twin flame. This has been like a fast moving and very intense connection between you and this person, in which case you've been thinking that it's going to move forward, but something is holding it back. Something is holding union back. And you got the cycles card, so there's some karma, some fate, and like potentially like some new beginning coming in for you and this other person. And I believe it's going to come in with this communication, and a meaningful conversation is going to happen with this collective where you guys are going to actually like talk about some of the things that have been like big roadblocks for this connection to actually take place. So intimacy. So there's definitely chemistry between you two. That came out underneath honeymoon. So like I said, this is a connection that like burns really, really bright. It's hot. And you think the person on your mind is reminiscing, and you know, you guys are mirroring each other probably, but I want to see if that like pops up in the cards, because my collective, you guys are reminiscing about it too. moving, manifest. So Spirit is asking you to tell the universe what you want, but don't go chasing after it. Just manifest it into, and that's beautiful, because it's like you're manifesting the movement of this relationship forward, because it came underneath moving. Someone else. Someone else. Vacation. Open your heart. No, it's not the right time. Okay, so for my collective, I've just like gotten underneath communication. No, it's not the right time. But no, it's not the right time. Are we not going to get communication? It's saying breaking cycles, open up your heart. So the person on your mind, Mercury retrograde. We were just talking about this retrograde, putting things under review. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So really, like, Spirit is saying that this is going to come in for you. Union is going to happen. But you need to take a step back and energetically stop chasing. And if you've been physically chasing or trying to reach out, I think this is calling for you to refocus on yourself and take caution in trying to move too quickly, because this is going to come in, anyway. But Spirit is asking you to trust in the process, that your person is coming in for you. Someone is in the middle trying to sabotage this, but you're going to be traveling soon. Things are going to get serious. I don't know, my collective, like, I get the sense that you have a trip planned, and that this communication may be coming in after you go on your trip. Enough time for a cycle to potentially end for this other person, and they'll open up their heart to you and come in with a confession. And so you got confession and communication. So communication maybe more associated with, like, I have like deep feelings for you, but confession, this person may have, and that's what this breaking cycles might be about, some unhealthy toxic cycles. This has been something that they're trying to heal, because this person is also on this journey and aware of the journey, and they know that they need to come forward completely honest about everything that they've been going through mentally, and what they've chosen to work on within themselves, so that they can overcome these self-limiting self-limiting parts of themselves that is preventing you guys from coming into a really healthy union. Communicate. No, it's not the right time. I mean, healing does take time, but trust, like, they are bewitched. Alright, Spirit, I want to tap into this energy still of my main collective on this twin flame journey, and the energy surrounding this. We got the Ten of Cups as the first one. Divine love, harmony, blissful relationship, dream come true, family, contentment, total love and support. Self-development. So this is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which is about self-development or perfectionism. So I'm already seeing signs of like, hey, like this is actually like a serious twin flame journey. This potential union. You guys are on the journey together, but there's self-development that is taking place that's making it so that union isn't happening right now. Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck energy, I've got the Four of Wands in reverse, which is about inner harmony, but in confliction with others. Lack of support. So this is kind of reminding me of in the first spread how we had third-party interference, right? Like, I believe that's tied to this person not having the support of those around them, but you know, that may not be a bad thing, not because they don't think that you're a good person for the person on your mind, but that they need to heal. That's just like what came to mind. I'm hoping, oh, okay. Yeah, because there's negative self-talk and a need to release pain. We've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Recovery and moving on. Like they realize that there's divine love. Self-worth. Obsession with work. I mean, you might be dealing with somebody who's a workaholic. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. But also that's about self-worth too. So like you might be dealing with like maybe a little bit of an avoidant kind of energy where they like retreat a little bit or a bit. Especially if this connection between you guys was really, really intense. It can tend to scare that attachment style. The World, completion, accomplishment, wholeness, and attainment. But they, you know, both of you are going through the lessons that you need to upgrade and get to a point where you can come into union as a divine pairing, right? And this is also travel. There's travel on this card, the World. So we did get travel, vacationing in the other spread. So that's kind of like double confirmation that if this is the reading for you, you will be planning a trip, or you already are planning a trip. So we got the Ace of Wands, but in reverse, which is being weighed down, not having passion, or delays setting in. And that came out underneath the Ten of Cups, the divine love, family, contentment, love and support, right? Which makes sense because we've been talking about how there are delays right now in union. So Doesn't surprise me that we see this Ace of Wands in reverse coming out, especially in relationship directly to that Ten of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, self-development. We got the Three of Wands, which is about preparation, progress, expansion. That's it, and that came out underneath the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which is about self-development. But that Three of Wands, like, because they can see that this is the real deal. Like, they see you as their twin flame as well. They're awakened to the twin flame journey that you both are on together. That they're preparing, they're making progress on their personal development. And then we got the Chariot. Movement, progress, action, determination. And, you know, that came out underneath this Three of Swords in reverse, which was about releasing pain and forgiveness. And it's like they're making progress. So this person that you're on this twin flame journey with, they are making headway into getting into a really healthy mindset. They're working on themselves. And so this should be reassurance to my collective too, that, you know, while they're doing the work on themselves, it is also time for you to, if you've been not focusing on your own mental health and your own personal development journey, that you redirect any energies that you have in thinking about this union and why hasn't this union come in, you know. Trust the process, because the process is working, whether you want to believe it or not. So focus on you so you can be the best person that you can possibly be when this union does come in for you. We got the High Priestess, but in reverse. And that came in underneath the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So that was like obsession with work, self-worth, hustling. But this is about secrets, hidden agenda, disconnected from your intuition, withdrawal, silence, misunderstanding. And I remember we got the communication card and the confession card. And so, like, there's, like I said, that clarification conversation that communication that's coming in will also be in part a confession, because, you know, this person has been struggling with some things that you don't realize have been going on in the background. And they've needed to step into their own power and reconnect with themselves to heal these unhealthy things about themselves. But they're doing the work, and a lot of these cards center around like insecurities. So I'm getting a reading. My intuition is pinging that, like, hey, like, a big issue with this particular individual is their self-esteem, which it causes them to fall into toxic cycles because they've been asked to break the cycle, right? So the World, underneath the World, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which came out hard work, productivity, efficiency, and responsibility. And they have like an end goal. Their end goal is to come into union with you, before they can come into union with you, they know that they need to be whole and feeling complete within themselves. And so they realize, like, the hard work that is needing to get put into their own mentality to be able to rise up to meet their counterpart, which is my collective. Okay. Tower Tower, but in reverse. Personal transformation. This person may have, been previously fearful of changing, but they're going through personal transformation. And that's been what's been weighing them down and delaying them from coming in for this divine union. It's kind of beautiful, actually, that this person realizes that they are not their best selves right now, and you deserve their best. And so they are doing the work on themselves so that they can show up and show out properly, It's kind of like a beautiful energy that I get from this particular individual. Self-development. Yeah, so you got the devil, and this is about their shadow self. They're doing the shadow work, but they've dealt with attachment issues or addiction issues, temptations, third-party behavior. So, codependency, toxicity, materialism, this is what they're, part of the confession is going to come forward is hey, this is what I've been dealing with, but this is the stuff I've been actually doing. These are my actions that I've been taking to become a better masculine for you, right? The masculine energy. King of Swords. Coming in under negative self-talk, releasing pain, and movement of that. So it's about being truthful and honest, mental clarity. And that's what they're moving. They're moving towards a space where they can be completely truthful and honest. And using the logical side of their mind. They're using the logic part of their brain in order to come to the determination that to be the best person that they can be for you, they need to be able to come at you with total truthfulness and honesty about this shadow self that they've been healing. Being truly vulnerable with you. This is a gorgeous message for my collective. I got the Lovers. They realize their self-worth issues, pouring themselves into their work, keeping secrets, withdrawing from you, and keeping you in the dark about what's going on is preventing you from coming into love and in harmony. And they know that they need to address this because you guys are the Lovers. And then we have the Nine of Wands. We have the World, completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, and fulfillment, right? Wish fulfillment. They know that to get to that completion, how much hard work they need to put in, this Nine of Pentacles. And it's also going to take courage and persistence. It's a test of both of your faiths in this journey in each other. They may be a little bit worried that by the time that they come in, it's not going to be, it's going to be too late. Is something that just came to mind. But for this collective, I don't think that that's the case. I want to add a little bit more clarity for this collective by using messages of love to figure out what else has been in this collective's energy regarding this twin flame journey that you're on. Let's see. Chaser. You don't want to chase anymore. Secrets. I haven't told you everything. I'm still trying to heal. I didn't act when I should have. Remember, I was saying that they might feel like when they do come in, they might be too late. They do feel like they may have missed an opportunity. They realize that you don't want to chase them anymore. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. It's like triple confirmation on that. They are afraid that it's too late, but I don't think that's going to stop them from shooting their shot. They don't want to miss out on an opportunity to be with you. Indecisive. In the past, they were indecisive. Inability to make a decision. They realize that it's hurting you, especially because they realize that you're not chasing them and chasing their energy anymore. And hopefully you're not chasing them emotionally, energetically chasing. Hope. I haven't given up. I haven't given up on us yet, but there's still secrets that you don't know. Neither of you have given up on this connection. Confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand, right? I mean, that clarity is coming. And that came out underneath self-love. So as they've been healing, they found themselves in a confused place, especially if you're not chasing them anymore. They're not sure that you even would accept them. Things didn't go the way I planned. Missed opportunity. Again, like just kind of regretful energy about the past. Not taking the opportunity. Chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Remember the fireworks that I was talking about at the very beginning of this reading? They feel a lot of chemistry with you. But they feel like it's, again, too late to take action. Soul contract. The lessons that I have learned from us will never be forgotten. This is like making prolific change for the right collective and the right person that they're attached to. This is changing their life forever for the better. You made me realize my flaws, which is another part of like the secrets, right? Because that came out underneath secrets and hope, but like they haven't communicated to you yet what flaws this person sees. Self-love and confusion. So one thing that's been holding this person back is that they think that you guys might have too many differences, or that you might not like understand them, and so it's leaving them unclear about where you stand. But it's because this person hasn't been truly vulnerable with you, and maybe you haven't been truly vulnerable with them either, and so they're not clear about whether or not you guys even value the same things. I'm struggling to find the right path because they feel like they've missed the opportunity already, and that it didn't go the way that they had planned, but you know, they're still trying to find the way forward. They're trying to find a way back to you, but they haven't figured out exactly how to come forward with it yet. conversation. This is time. I'm afraid it's too late. I've never felt passion this intense. Conversation. I want to hear your voice. They are missing my collective like crazy, and you guys, however much this person is on your mind, you are on their mind just as much. You guys are truly on this journey together. All right, Spirit, I want to tap into the person on my collective's mind, the person on this twin flame journey with my collective. What is going on in their head? So we got confession. That's double confirmation. They want to talk to you about what has been going on. Give it time. They feel like they need time, but they also, the pressure of time is mounting on them. Maybe causing them some health issues. As this they may be feeling a little bit stressed out about how to come forward to you. They feel like it's not the right time right now to come forward, but they have been checking in on you, a little bit of spy energy. They want to see, are you seeing somebody else? Are they still even into me? Are they still single? They're checking up on you and like staying in your energy. Air sign or balance. Okay, so this person is either an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you are, or like it also could be like they have this confession and all this stuff that they need to talk to you about what's been holding them back and toxic patterns that they've been healing, but they're trying to balance out whether or not, hey, is it too late? And how do I come forward now that it's been so long? Gambling, problems. Yeah, this is the stuff. Give it time. Okay, balance. I think it's about balance. They're trying to balance out, like, not only find balance in their own life, which they've been on that journey, but like, how do I come clean about how my life has been leading up to this point where I've made this connection with you. And, as like we've grown distant from one another, as this person's been trying to heal, like they've also been like, potentially having some like health issues, or they've gotten sick recently. No, it's not the right time, but they're still manifesting. Let go. Spy. They're trying to spy to figure out if they need to just let you go. But I think that let go is also like, hey, like this person is letting go of toxic cycles, which is allowing them to come in and have a new beginning with you. We'll do one more row for tapping into the person on my collective's mind. They're still figuring out what they want, but there's chemistry between the two of you. Give it time. They have problems with toxic cycles, addictions. They're breaking those cycles. Health, distance, gold digger. I think this has to do with the energy that they're healing right now. They used to think of intimacy and relationships like you know, as transactional, that's not the way that they want to be. This confirms, like, there are other entities that are coming in between you and connection with this person, or there had been in the past. Earth sign just came out. Spy. They've been... Okay, now this makes sense, because I'm hearing grounding, right? Like, so they've been spying because they want to figure out, like, if you've moved on and they need to let you go. They're getting grounded on making a decision. I see a decision is coming very soon. Tomorrow looks promising. This is happening very soon. I don't know if you can call it tomorrow, but the pressure mounting on this counterpart's energy is becoming too much for them to bear, staying away and not coming back and trying to come into union with you. So you've been in separation. This is about twin flames that have been in separation from one another, and I want to see, like, if any particular actions are going to come out. I'm going to pull a little bit of tarot for your person. So the person that is on my collective's mind, their twin flame, doubt, ignoring a call, unhealed wounds, delays. That's what's been holding this person back, but a decision is coming. Naivete, foolishness, distraction, negligence. The Fool in reverse. This is the energy that they were in until they realized that they're on this journey too. So they realized okay, we had a lot that just came out. Okay. Strength in reverse. Weakness, force, cowardice, fear, shyness. The Sun in reverse. Ego, burnt out, depression. Like, this person has really, like, had the energy of suffering, inner conflict. Okay, so this is the Five of Wands in reverse. Fear of confrontation. They're delaying confronting you and confessing what they need to confess. They know how it's going to sound. Failure, lack of achievement. We have the Six of Wands. In reverse, though, shame. They feel shame. Lack of confidence that if they come forward, they, again, like, this energy is screaming, like, I don't even know if I come forward. Is this person even gonna accept me? Especially because they have shame about the person that they were. So while they're healing and they are making leaps and bounds, they're not all there yet. Like, they still have plenty to go on their healing journey to fully step into their power and their self-love, which is even more of a reason for my collective, for you to also refocus. That one wanted to come out. Loss of hope, fear of beginnings. This is death in reverse. depression, but holding on to you, having negative patterns to change. They're repeating negative patterns, but they want to break that cycle to be with this collective. Surrender. We have the Five of Swords. Walking away, lack of communication. Yeah, they walked away. They haven't been communicating with you, and they know that. They know that you know that because you pulled back your energy too. And so they're feeling in defeat, like that they're just not going to win either way. If they come to this collective to talk to you, they don't think that you're going to be able to see them and approach them with vulnerability and compassion, which is what this situation calls for. You need to speak what you've been going through and be able to be vulnerable with them, but being able to actually like have them do the same for you, and for them to feel like you're providing a safe space for them to tell you about all of this stuff that they've been going through. We got the Page of Wands, good news, letters, phone calls, fun, cheerful. Whether they know it or not, making the decision to call you, text you, having some form of communication with you, they're going to get good news. Like I see this collective accepting them and providing that safe space that this person like wants to overcome all of this, and not only just wants to overcome it, like they are going through the process to overcome all of the burdens of their past. And we got the Lovers again. Inner conflict. They realize that this is like, they know they've awakened to the twin flame journey that you both are on together. They think that their past is a disgrace, that if they were honest with you, that you would be so disappointed in them. They're ashamed, or that you might feel shame. But the Emperor just came out. Like, this is about the work that they're doing. They're putting into themselves to heal these parts of these break the toxic cycles. Becoming a stable partner. The Hierophant just came out. Education, teaching knowledge, learning, values and blessings. Like, this person is learning like what they value. And remember, they thought maybe you guys don't value the same things, but maybe, this person, it just came to mind, doesn't even know what they value, and they're figuring that all out right now. So we got the Four of Pentacles. Deep-seated past issues. Holding on to possessions and materialism. Again, like, this is like kind of a confirmation of the previous cards that came out for this person's energy. They haven't been sitting in a place of abundance probably ever in their life, but because of your guys' connection and the strength of it, it has made them realize all of the things that have been holding them back. The Queen of Pentacles, mature, grounded female, generous, high social status, businesswoman, kind, nurturing, and healer. Page of Wands, good news. They need to communicate. They view you as the Queen of Pentacles. My collective is the Queen of Pentacles, grounded female, kind, nurturing healer. And that's the energy that they need from you when they come in with confession and communication. And we got the Three of Pentacles, about apprenticeship, teamwork, learning, creation, building on success, motivation. So where before they've been avoiding conflict, you know, because they realize that this is the real deal between the two of you, that like they need to work with you. They need to be honest with you, bring you guys both onto the same page so that you guys can rise together. Build a life. Okay. I'm going to take these last ones, and hopefully we don't need any clarifiers for these, but yes, the moon. They realize that in order to become the emperor's right here, that these secrets, these illusions, these deceptions, all of these toxic cycles, they need to come clean to you about them. And, you know, as they think about that, it's causing them this Five of Cups energy, where sadness, loss, grief, remorse, heartbreak, regret, disappointment. The regret and disappointment is coming either in the form, if in their head, it's coming in the form of you not accepting them and hearing them out, or them just deciding not to come forward at all. Either way, like they're gonna find themselves in a place of sadness. So this is what I mean about them not being fully healed, being able to be happy whether or not they get the outcome that they want, you know, just because that's gonna bring them into a higher form of alignment with themselves. The Star in reverse, lack of faith, discouragement, feeling lost, and feeling like missed opportunities. Like I said, this person feels like they've already missed out on their opportunity, but they're not out of your energy. Clearly not. Messages from Spirit for my collective. Many messages from Spirit for you. You're where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. It's only going to add pressure, okay? These are reminders for my collective. Sometimes walking away is the only option. Not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough that you know you deserve better. So the situation directly relates to that. That's a good insight for my collective. Like, you've had to walk away because you knew that you deserved better than the way that things were, and this person has realized they need to be better. You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information that are coming your way, but trust your instincts and do what they're telling you to do, and learn a lot from yourself about what your instincts are saying. Trust yourself more. Know that you're in the right place and at the right time, and opportunities will present themselves to you when they're meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited though, because like good things are coming for my collective. Learn to ride the wave of life. You can fight against the current or go with it. What is gained by depleting your energy fighting against the current? Confirmation. Against the current, right? Don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Remember, you'll be treated how you allow others to treat you, which is good why you pulled your energy back. You show with your actions how that you value yourself far too much than to settle for anything less than you deserve. focus your mindset on what you can control. You can only control you and your own healing journey. The world is your oyster. Elevate your thought patterns so that you can attract the abundance into your life. And whenever you talk to spirit, it's not going unheard. Connect with spirit. They're hearing every single word. This is your confirmation that they're on your side. They're assisting you. They're guiding you and ensuring that your wishes finally come to fruition. But be patient. Everything's going to come together for you. And I am sending so much love and light to this collective that is in separation right now from their twin flame. But like, this is for a very good reason, because eventually when union does happen, you both are going to be in such a happier and healthier place and able to cultivate a much more productive, healthy, and successful relationship because of it. And I love you guys. I'll see you on the next reading.